now. Yeah. I'm sorry because yeah, when I push the button, you have to stand. So, I love the theme for tonight because I believe with all the people here, that's got to be talking to you. And especially, I want to talk to those who have been injured or who don't feel very good. And more and more, what I really want is that everyone can come to a class. And there is no pushing. There is no like trying to be hard on yourself, challenging and things like that, because yoga is really something a bit different. So we're going to sit with lotus mudra. So you're going to take your thumbs together. You're going to take your pinky fingers together and the heel of the hands together. Okay, like this. And you put this in front of your heart. Yeah. Relaxing the shoulders. Bashak, do you see? Yeah, this is the lotus. Huh? Yeah. So you really have to put the thumbs together, the pinky fingers together, the heel of the hands together, and you keep everything else open. Yes. And with this posture, you're gonna relax the gaze, which doesn't mean always to close the eyes. Some people can not or don't like to close the eyes, so it's okay. But what it means that we relax ourselves and we start to get a little bit concentrated on the practice. So heart opening yoga sequence, and we're gonna work on self-care, self-love. And it's true that sometimes we don't really understand what it is, and it's okay. So maybe kindness, it's something that we understand better. Can I be kind to myself tonight on the mat? Can I not judge, but observe, notice what my body needs? And listen to what my body needs. Because we are not the same every day, every time. Because, like I said, you can be injured or being tired. But it doesn't mean that you cannot practice. Maybe you're going to have to adjust, adapt. But the most important thing is to be present with the community, with the group. So tonight, let's have a sweet conversation with our body. And I'm going to ask you to have, with this lotus, and lotus is a flower that has its roots in the mud and that is blossoming in the most beautiful way. So it has two sides, like us, like everything in nature. So can I be kind to myself tonight? Can I listen to what I need? And I'm going to ask you to have an intention for your practice. And the intention, with your words, the intention is around listening, not forcing, adjusting, adapting, and staying present. And on that, we're gonna inhale deeply through the nose and open the mouth, exhale. And you're gonna open your eyes, and we're gonna start with this heavening gesture. And so you go up onto your shoulders and you go down to the elbows, up on the shoulders and down on the elbows. Just imagining yourself giving some signals, the signals of love, self-love. And if you don't like this word, use something else. I used to not like it. So just gently here. And then onto your head, so on the forehead, from the center to the temporal, from the center to the temporal. And then from the side of your nose, you go all the way to the side of your cheeks and the temporal. And again, nice, sweet. And it's really like a soft thing to do. And then you're gonna go around your collarbones and below the collarbones. And I want you to sense, not on the t-shirt, but really on the skin, to pull the skin down. Yeah, if it's possible. Then I want you to, with your two hands, to pull the skin down. And then very slowly, you're gonna lift your head to start to sense a stretch onto the neck. So you don't go too much, but you sense the stretch on the neck, and maybe you can move your lower jaw forward. Vous bougez votre mâchoire du bas vers l'avant. And just sense these points that we are working on. And release. Release your hands onto your knees and sense. Just sense with this very simple gesture, what are the feelings now onto my chest, my neck, my face, my heart area? Maybe some warmth. And then slowly, with the hands onto the knees, I'm gonna open my chest and look forward. And then I exhale and I round my back. And I inhale and I look forward. And I exhale and I round my back. And think about, maybe if you're good with imagination, you might even visualize your heart floating and being happy into that chest, because it's moving. And here we are literally mobilizing and expanding the heart chakra. We are expanding it forward, and we are expanding it also backward. We have two entrances here. The entrance is from the front, and the entrance is from the back. And we're going to continue with the hands onto the shoulders. So hands on the shoulders, and open the heart and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Allowing the mobilization of the arms and the shoulders to add something on it. So you might want to go circle with your shoulder, your elbows. You want to go up and circle, or maybe just opening to the back. And we're going to exhale with the mouth open. You inhale. Sound can have a sound. You can only hear mine. So you can have the sound you want. It can be the lion. It can be just the mouth open. And if there is anything like that you need to get out of yourself before going into this practice, just get it out, especially if the day has been stressful. And then you're gonna open the arms now, like you receive something into your arms, and then with straight arms you take hands in Anjali Mudra in the front of your heart and you round, and you inhale, you open the chest, and you exhale, you round and take your hands in the front, and again inhale, open, and exhale, hands in the front and round. And always think about these two entrances, the front and the back. Inhaling, open, exhaling, round, one more. And coming back into center, staying with this new sensation into the heart, allowing it to be warmed. And we're gonna transition into all four, please. And keep your blocks in front of you for now. And just as you plant your hands to the floor, you're gonna mobilize the rib cage. So we're gonna make rotations onto the rib cage. So if I'm in front of you, you're gonna see my rib cage be mobilized from the side and up and down. So remember our intention, which is to be sweet, following the desires and the needs. What's important are the needs of your body. What my body needs today, especially if I've been injured and I know that my body needs some care. And you can go to the other direction if you haven't been yet. And then from here, you inhale, you send your right leg back, you bend the knee, you flex the foot, you take your left hand back, you grab your ankle. If it's for you today to do, otherwise you don't do that. You can adjust always with your hand up, whatever feels good for you. Breathing into the left side of your rib cage, pushing into your right hand, into your left knee. And then we release both hands to the floor, cat-cow. And then coming back to neutral, extend your left leg, bend the knee, flex the foot. With your right hand, you grab the ankle, you open the right side of your rib cage. Always remembering, and what is it that I need now, right now? And then you release, cat-cow. And then we're going to come into we're going to stay into the cow. So we're going to stay like this, with the chest, the sternum. So the sternum is an entrance for the heart chakra, okay? So we're gonna stay here, but not with the head, okay? Just with the sternum. And in this posture, we're gonna do the breath of fire. Doesn't need to be fast, just like you want to stir a little bit of what's happening in your heart. Breathing just behind the sternum. And then from here, you're going to keep your hips on top of your knees. You're going to extend your hands to the front. You're going to come into this puppy dog or anahatasana with the forehead on the floor, extending your arms. Again, if it's not available for you today, you can adjust. And in this posture, you're going to start to breathe forward, backward, sideways, expressing the whole entire rib cage. And then we're going to move back into all four, just sensing also the warmth. And then downward facing dog, please. From here, you bend your knees, you look forward, and you step yourself forward. Inhaling Ardha Uttanasana. Again, think about the sternum. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands into Lotus Mudra, please. Okay. So each time we're going to remember, okay, Lotus Mudra in front of the heart, to remember that our intention. And then from here, I'm going to open my lotus to the world, taking my hands and arms up, and exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, look up and forward. And as I exhale, bend your knees, take your left foot back. Inhaling, look up and forward, still from the sternum. And exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Inhale, moving forward into a plank, delivering your knees to the floor, keeping your arms straight, open your heart. And as you exhale, you're going to put sit to heels and downward facing dog. Inhale, moving forward into plank, delivering knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale into cobra. And as you exhale, you're going to push back, sit to heels, and downward facing dog. Staying here, breathing in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. And again, inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. From here, you lift your right leg up and you take your right foot forward into between your hands. Inhaling, looking forward through the sternum. Careful with the neck, always. And you bring the back foot forward and fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms up. Taking your hands in Lotus Mudra in front of your heart and staying here. Remembering my intention. Inhale, open the arms, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, take your right foot back. Inhale, look up and forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into a plank position, deliver your back knees to the floor, open the heart, keep your arms straight. And as you exhale, you round, pull the belly in, and you extend your legs in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and take the foot forward. Sorry, and we go back to downward dog. Inhale, move forward into plank, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra. And as you exhale, you push sit to heels, always using the core, and downward facing dog. Inhale, you lift your left leg up and you take your left foot forward. You look forward into an inhalation, and you exhale, you bring the back foot forward and fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rebound. Take your arms up over the head and come back into Lotus Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Take your left foot back. Inhale, look up and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, floating forward, delivering the knees to the floor, opening the heart. Exhale, move back, using your belly, downward facing dog. Inhale, moving forward into plank, delivering knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Pulling into cobra. And exhale, push sit to heels and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward. Look forward and exhale. Bring your back foot forward and fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Lotus Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, release, bend your knees, take your right foot back. Inhale, look up and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward. Deliver the knees on the floor, open the heart. And exhale, pushing back, using the belly to push yourself all the way back. Inhale, floating forward, taking knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, pushing back, sit to heels and downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and take the left foot forward. Look forward and up. And exhale, bring the back foot forward and fold. Grab your elbows and stay here. Using the weight of your body, using the weight of your head to just hang here. Maybe rocking slowly from side to side to mobilize the legs, to mobilize your spine. Now, vinyasa also means to place in a special way. And the special way is your way. This is very important to practice for yourself, not for someone else or like someone else. So the transition between all the shapes that we are doing can be adapted, and they are as important as the rest, as the posture. So we're going to release the hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands in lotus in front of the heart. And from here, we're going to go onto the back. I'm going to change a little bit. Nothing is always the same. And in the back, we're gonna bend the knees, we're gonna put the hands behind the head. So to work so the heart chakra is also linked a lot with our solar plexus. Our solar plexus sometimes is not feeling good, especially when the heart is not good, the solar plexus is not good either. So we're gonna think about it. You're gonna place your hands behind your head and you're gonna exhale and move up and inhale, coming back down. Exhale. So maybe you do this very vigorously, usually very in a harsh way. I'm asking you to do this very soft, and you come back down, and you exhale, and you inhale, and you exhale, and you inhale. Just a sensing that your chest is moving towards your solar plexus, and we go back down, and exhale. And you inhale. Two more. In the sweetest way ever. Can you do that? Maybe not going as far as you go usually. When you finish your last one, you take your arms alongside the body. You adjust your shoulder blades. You make sure your feet are hip width distance apart, open. You're going to inhale. You're going to push onto the feet, lift your hips off the floor, take your arms all the way back. And as you exhale, you're going to go all the way back down, one vertebra after the other, and bring your arms back down. You inhale, you take your arms up, you lift the hips, and you take your arms all the way behind your head. And as you exhale, you go all the way back down with your arms alongside the body. You make sure your feet are strong onto the floor, and you continue this movement, linking with the breath, with the movement of the breath, your movement here. And so maybe you're not going so fast as me or so slow. Maybe you have your own way of doing it, synchronizing the breath and the movement. Inhaling, going back, exhaling, moving down. And maybe you prefer to do the opposite. You prefer to exhale, going back, and moving back with inhalation. So explore what feels best for you. So we worked the chest towards the plexus and the solar plexus, and now we're kind of mobilizing it in the opposite way. We're going to do one more. When you come back, you take one hand on your chest, one hand on your solar plexus, and just explore. Be present with maybe some warmth, maybe some desires. Observe that the way you place your hands are a nice way. It feels nice. Otherwise, you can move them. And then from here, you're gonna take your knees to the chest. You're gonna rock forward and come onto Uttanasana, please. In Uttanasana, you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale down. And with the next inhale, you're gonna go all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. From here, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to come into Utkatasana, chair pose. And you're going to take the right hand onto your occiput, into the back of your head, and your left hand onto your forehead. So basically, this is the posture. But don't think about squeezing, okay? We don't squeeze anything. Imagine that you hold the head of a baby. So there is a kind of sweetness into your both hands. We are in Utkatasana with this posture. Sweet gesture with your two hands. Maybe you can melt into it. You can relax into your two hands. And you inhale, you're going to extend your arms up, your legs up, and you exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, you bend your knees, you step or you jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, Cobra or Upper Dog, and exhaling, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and take the right foot forward. Taking the back heel to the floor, preparation into Warrior One. You're going to inhale and move up into Warrior One. So Warrior One is kind of a back bend. It's a little back bend, but we don't go really far. We micro bend the back knee a little bit, tilt the pelvis under. From here, you're going to interlace the fingers to the back. You inhale, you open your chest, and you stay here. Breathing forward, backward, sideways onto your rib cage. And observing where you need to put your head so there is no strain there. You inhale, you take your arms up. As you exhale, you're going to bend the elbows and open. Maybe using, and if I put myself in the front, you're going to use the weight of your arms to go into the back bend. Okay? And you inhale, arms up. And you exhale, you open. Maybe making this sound. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open. And again. And exploring, where do I need to put my arms, my hands, so it feels really good. And this time, arms up. And exhale, open into Warrior Two. Into Warrior Two, you're going to take your hands into the back. You inhale, you open the chest. And extend the front leg and bend. And extend the front leg and bend. And again, extend the front leg and bend and come into Warrior Two again. Taking your right forearm onto the thigh or taking your hand into the outside of the foot, we're going to extend the left arm. And as you extend the arm again, you explore. Where is it that feels good to open? Do I need to extend my arm straight? Do I need to extend my arm up? Or more down to stretch my side? Heart chakra. Observe. And when you find your shape, maybe it's okay to stay a few seconds there. And then both hands to the floor. You're going to take your feet back into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, deliver the knees to the floor. Open the heart into this adaptation of Upper Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and take the left foot forward. Back heel to the floor. And we're going to move up into this Warrior One. Enjoying. Maybe, I don't know if you feel it, but there is a nice opening into the heart chakra, heat coming. And then you're going to take your hands to the back. You inhale, you open. And you take your hands down And you put the head wherever it feels good to stay with your neck. And then you inhale, you take your arms up, and you exhale, you open into a nice gesture that feels super good for your shoulders, for your neck, for your chest. Each time you exhale, you open. Each time you inhale, you go up. And you explore, where is it that I need to put myself so I really take care of myself, and I induce kindness. One more. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, open into warrior two. Come into interlace the fingers to the back. Inhale, open and extend the front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend the front leg and bend. And again, extend and bend. One more time. And open the arms into warrior two. And then from here, either you have your forearm on the thigh or your left fingertips on the floor, and you're going to explore with your right arm, where is it that you need to open this arm? Is it in the back? Is it alongside your ear? Is it more towards the ceiling? And wherever you find the spot, just stay. And then take both hands on the floor, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, deliver the knees to the floor, open your heart. And as you exhale, you move yourself back, downward facing dog. You're going to bend your knees, you're going to look forward, and you're going to step or jump forward. Inhale, look up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Relax your head and shake your head yes, and shake your head no. And you're going to bend your knees. You come into Utkatasana, the chair pose. And you exhale, you come to put your hands in a lotus pose in front of your heart. Just remembering your intention. What would it be now, at this point of the practice, for me to take care of myself? What would be the sensation? And then we're going to come into Utkatasana again. This time you put the left hand on your forehead and your right hand in the back. So again, you hold your skull in a very gentle way. Noticing maybe that there is a change of energy inside the body when you do so. So whenever there is a yawning, or if there is a long sigh, just welcome this to happen. And you inhale, you extend the legs, you extend the arms up. And as you exhale, you fall down. And inhale, look up. And as you exhale, you release, you bend your knees, you step or you jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just to observe also, in downward facing dog, we are in inversion. So observe the way your heart is positioning here. Am I squeezing the back, the upper back, or can I leave also a little space into this entry? From here, you're going to lift your right leg up and you're going to take the right foot forward. You're going to come up into warrior two, please. So we said that vinyasa means also finding the special place, okay? And that what is important is not what you do, it's really how you do it for yourself. So with the hands flex, you're going to push the hands like they go to different directions. So you push the left hand forward, the right hand back, and you open and you do the opposite. You inhale, and you move from one side to the other. And again. And again. And from here, you inhale and you reverse the warrior. And as you exhale, you're going to come forward, lift the back heel off the floor, and come into high lunge. From here, you're going to bend the elbows, bend the back knee, open, and you inhale, you extend. You exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. One more time. And inhale forward. You're going to take both hands on the floor. So you're going to keep your right hand on the floor. You're going to inhale, you're going to expand the left arm up. And as you exhale, you're going to feed this left arm underneath your knee, a bit like the monkey tail. And you inhale, you open. And you exhale, you round. And again, inhale. And exhale, round. And one more. And round. Taking both hands to the floor, coming into downward facing dog, please. Inhale, floating forward. And either you keep your hands on your knees on the floor or not, you come into this adaptation of upper dog or knees on the floor if it's needed, okay? No need to strain the lower back. Exhale, use the core and push yourself back. Bend the knees, put the knees on the floor, keep the hips on top of the knees. And let's go back to this puppy dog. Breathing into the chest. But also into the upper back, in between the shoulder blades. Then we come back onto all four position, onto hands and knees, and then downward facing dog, please. Aware of the sternum area, the side ribs, the upper back. Remembering your intention of loving kindness. Then you're going to lift your left leg up and come into the foot forward, back heel to the floor, into warrior two, please. And into this warrior two, you're going to flex both hands and you're going to push to the back. And you're going to move the opposite forward. You inhale and you move to the back, flexing the hands, and then you move forward. Inhaling to the back, being aware of the transition. So the transition is a mobilization of your heart. Can you do it in a softer way, of an even softer way, this transition? Last one. And then you inhale, you reverse the warrior. And as you exhale, you're going to move into high lunge. And you bend the back knee. With the next exhale, you bend the back knee, you open your arms, and you inhale, you extend. And you exhale, and extend. And exhale, and extend. Taking your hands to the floor, keeping your left fingertips to the floor, and opening the right arm up, and then feeling under like the monkey tail. And inhale, and down. One more. Inhale, and down. Taking both hands to the floor, coming back into downward facing dog. Inhaling, mobilizing, floating into this adaptation of upper dog. So either I have my knees off the floor, or I can deliver my knees on the floor. No, use your core a bit, and be careful with your lower back. And the opening of the chest is really in the front of your sternum. And then as you exhale, you're going to keep your knees on top of your hips. You're going to take your fingertips on the side and forehead on the floor for this Anahatasana again. And in this time, is it possible to sense that you can breathe all the way from your lungs all the way to the fingertips? So from the lungs to the shoulders to the fingertips. And then you come back into all four position first. And then downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Shaking the head, yes. And no. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Relax your spine, all the little muscles around the spine. You can shake the shoulders, you can shake the head. You're going to bend your knees, come into Utkatasana, the chair pose, and exhale, hands in Lotus Mudra in front of your heart. Let's relax the mudra. Let's relax the body, the arms, the shoulders, a little bit of the torso, the head. Just to disperse a little bit this energy that we created onto the chest. And then from here, you're gonna go back to the lotus, and we're gonna carry this lotus for the next sequence. You inhale, you then take all the way up, and you exhale, you fold forward and down. Inhale, looking up and forward. As you exhale, you release, you bend your knees, and you step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upper dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. You can always skip the vinyasa, and I say it and I will re-say it again. You inhale, you lift your right leg up, you bend the knee, you open the hip. And you're going to take your right foot forward in between your hands. Let's take the back knee to the floor. You keep your left hand to the floor. You're going to grab your left foot with your right hand. Thigh stretch. Opening the front body onto the right side. And then as you release the left foot, you take your right hand to the right knee. You move a little bit forward. You bend the back knee and you grab the foot with your hand again. And stay low. Stay stay forward with your torso. And observe, am I kind to myself? From here, you're going to release the back foot. So point the toes. We're going to extend the front leg and come to seat in this half virasana. So you have the left knee bent. You have the foot in the prolongation of your shin. And we're going to move forward. Maybe grab the foot with the left hand, keeping the right hand to balance our posture. Observe how much warmth there is into the heart. And we're gonna, from this, we're gonna move a little bit back. You're gonna take your hands in the back. You're gonna tilt the pelvis under, and maybe you're gonna come onto your forearms. Breathing into this virasana, half virasana. If it's available for you, you go all the way to the floor. But again, 3 alternatives. You stay on your hands, you come onto your forearms, or you go all the way down to the floor. Since I'm here to listen to my body, because this is the best thing I can do to care, to love myself. Breathing from the heart all the way to the knee, to the left knee. And we're gonna, if you're on the floor, you come back onto your forearms. If you're on your forearms, you come back onto your hands. We're gonna move back forward and into downward facing dog, please. Bending one knee, extend the other. Mobilizing the hips from side to side. And let's do again this adaptation of upper dog with or without the knees on the floor. I like to put my knees because it really allows me to open my heart. And then I can use the rebound from the knees, my belly, to come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. And then take the foot forward in between your hands. Back knee to the floor. Keep your right hand to the floor. Use the left hand to grab the right foot and gently pull. If it's available for you, if it's not, you can just keep the foot on the floor and just open your left arm. If you have a strap also, maybe you can use a strap. From here, you release the right foot. You take your left hand onto your left knee. You stay low with your torso. You bend the knee, the right knee, and you grab with the right hand, moving forward. And so you bring your heel closer to your glutes. And from here, I'm going to release my back foot. We're gonna slide. We're gonna extend the front leg, and we're gonna slide the right knee more forward and sit into Virasana. So my 2 hips are squared. My right foot is a prolongation of my shin, and I'm going to use my left hand to find the balance, while maybe I can move forward and grab my left foot with my right hand, or just grab the leg, okay? Enjoying the moment of stretch into the back leg. For me, for example, it's very important to stretch my left leg, because the back of my left leg, because it works too much. So I enjoy it, and I do it like kids. And then we move up onto the hands. Put the hands in the back. You tilt the pelvis under, and you might stay here, or you come onto your forearms. If you are on your forearms, just observe what's happening. If already the knee is poof going to the right, then means that maybe you need to stay here, and you adjust your thighs to be parallel. And then, if it's available for you, you go all the way to the back. Otherwise, you stay on your forearms. Two more breaths here. If you're on your forearms, keep the chin to the chest. And then you're going to move back from the floor to your forearms, from the forearms to your hands. We're going to move back forward into downward facing dog, please. Moving forward into this adaptation of upper dog. And you exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to bend the knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, rise. And you take your hands in lotus pose in front of your heart. So if you are able to have a wall or a couch, or something where you can put your blocks, you're gonna go to the wall. Okay, I'm gonna show you on that side, close to the window. So I'm gonna put my mat there, and I'm gonna put my 2 blocks on the window. So the 2 blocks are really wide, okay, and they are on the side. Do you see them, how I put them? Okay. We did this before with many of you, so it should be okay. If it's not, you open your mic, please, and you ask me. So I'm gonna just demonstrate first. So, and again, if it's something that is not for you today, you're gonna just stay doing the bridge, okay? The bridge like we did before, where you just lift the hips, interlace your fingers or not, and you just stay into the bridge. Otherwise, if you can do this practice, you're gonna move back. You're gonna take your hands, so I take the heels of my hands on the blocks and my fingers towards the down, okay? So my elbows are up towards the sky, and I'm gonna lift the hips off, and then I'm gonna push into my arms to put the forehead on the floor. And maybe I stay here, if it's okay for me, if it's enough. Or I push and go into the back bend. Okay, so down, back, When you go back down, you don't forget to put the chin to the chest. If you don't have blocks, you can also use the wall of your, and if it's not for you today, you just stay doing the bridge. And if you have only one block, you put the block underneath your sacrum, like Emma did. It's a nice one too. Otherwise, you explore. So if you have a block, you put the block underneath the sacrum and you just stay into the bridge. Otherwise, so Hande, it's good. Just keep your elbows more parallel. Don't open the elbows wide. Yes, voila, I said. And put the blocks more like not perpendicular to the floor, but more into diagonals. Yeah. Yes. First, you put the head on the floor. Take your feet closer to your head, please. They are too far. Yes. Aisha, you know this also, huh? We've done it in yes. Yeah, and if it's just staying with the crown of the head on the floor, it's also okay. Yeah. If you have the block underneath your sacrum and you just rest there, stay there. Stay there, keeping your neck straight. You don't move the neck from side to side, and you just breathe into your heart. Otherwise, maybe you want to do a third one using the feet. Your feet are super strong. You lift the hips off the floor through the feet. And then you take the forehead closer to your feet. Yes, using your hands. Yes. Keep the feet on the ground. And if it's available, you lift. Otherwise, you stay there. Yeah. It's a nice practice of opening. And then we all go down. You're going to take, so if you have the block underneath your sacrum, you just slowly take it down. You open your feet as wide as the mat, and you take your knees together. It's like you collapse your knees together. One hand on the chest and one hand on the solar plexus. Maybe sensing the heartbeat into your rib cage. And then you're going to slowly roll over. So first, you're going to take your knees to the right, and you're going to take your knees to the left. And you're going to take your knees to the right, and you roll over your shoulder, your right shoulder, and you extend your left arm. And then you roll on the other side, and you extend your arm and stretch. And you just go from side to side, enjoying to move from one side to the other, rolling each time onto the side. One more, rolling on the right shoulder, extending the left arm, and then the other side, coming back to your back. integrating the practice. And then moving onto a sitting position, please. So onto the sitting position, you're going to extend your legs forward. And you're going to move into Paschimottanasana, first with a straight back. So now, after all this back bend, now we are moving to the opposite, to the forward bend. Listening again to what your body is telling you. Maybe because the practice, you could practice maybe into a sweet way. So maybe you sense the sweetness now into yourself. And we need sweetness. And you're going to walk your hands up. You're going to take your left knee and open to the side. You're going to turn your torso towards your right leg and come down onto your right leg. Exploring the entry of your heart chakra from your back. And then you slowly move yourself back up, lifting your left knee and changing, grabbing your right knee, opening to the right, turning your torso towards your left leg, and then moving down into Janu Sirsasana. And then you walk yourself back up, lifting the right knee, extending both legs, and again, Paschimottanasana. But this time, instead of keeping the straight back, you really relax completely your spine onto onto a more rounding position. You can really use the weight of the head. And then you're going to walk yourself back up, taking Padma Konasana, so both soles of the feet together, opening the knees to the side. First, you want to mobilize a bit your rib cage, your head, your shoulders. You want to unwind if there's still stuck element into your body. And then you're going to move forward, like you want to put your chin maybe away from your toes in the front. And relaxing completely the head if it's available for you. Then we're gonna move ourselves up. You're going to take the knees up and come into a comfortable sitting position. And let's start to do some very small rotation with the head. So you start very small. And then if it's okay, you're gonna get bigger range. Never going to intensity, especially on the neck. We have so important nerves passing there that this has to be sweet movement always. And then you come back to center. And little rotations now on the other side. Very little. Very little first. And then slowly, slowly, you get bigger range. Bigger, slowly, slowly, bigger range. Going sweet. And then you come back to center. We're going to come on the back, and before doing Shavasana, we're going to do something that is called rocking. So I'm going to put the camera so you can really see it very well. So on the back, so yeah, cover yourself if you need to. And while I show you, you're going to put your arms alongside the body, and you are like in Shavasana. So, but with the feet, look at my feet, you're going to rock forward, backwards. So you point and flex the feet. Vous mettez les pieds pointés et flex pour que ça fasse comme si on bougeait, on faisait un rocking, à l'avant, à l'arrière, à l'avant, à l'arrière. And so the entire body, no resistance into the shoulders, no resistance anywhere in the body, just pointing and flexing the feet forward, back. Yes, a bit faster and softer and lighter. Yeah, don't control it too much. Just get the rocking of the body forward, backward, forward, backward. Few more. And then you relax yourself into Shavasana, putting whatever your hands wherever it feels good to put them. Relaxing the entire body. Maybe having this kind of sounds which feel really good for the body. When you do this kind of sounds, it sends a very nice message to the body, a message of contentment, a message of feeling good. And while you are in Shavasana, we're gonna do a meditation together. We're gonna do a loving kindness meditation. And a loving kindness meditation involves a set of phrases that you're going to repeat silently or quietly, and you can repeat them out loud or just silently in your head to yourself, for yourself, for a loving person. So I'm going to say, and you repeat. May I be well. May I be kind to myself. May I be safe from harm. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be well. May I be kind to myself. May I be safe from harm. May I be peaceful and at ease. And now you're going to choose a person towards it's easy to send this loving meditation, or a group of person. May you be well. May you be kind to yourself. May you be safe from harm. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be well. May you be kind to yourself. May you be safe from harm. May you be peaceful and at ease. And we're going to say it once more for ourselves. May I be well. May I be kind to myself. May I be safe from harm. May I be peaceful and at ease. And let's have a long inhale through the nose. And open the mouth, exhale. Slowly wiggling your body, your extremities, your torso, gently, the head. Maybe a stretch, if a stretch feels good. And start to bend your knees, rolling over one side. And staying like in a fetus position into that side for a couple of breaths. Nice, sweet breath. Coming back into a sitting position. And to our Lotus Mudra. Inside, it's like the lotus is like the doorway of your heart. So what would you put into this doorway? And we're going to inhale, take the arms to the side, all the way up. Exhaling all. Another one. Oh. And in the last one, we add 3 Shanti. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Hmm. Thank you so much. Thank you also to those who watched the recording. And I hope you feel nice now. It feels nice in my body. I hope it feels good also in yours. Always good to work on this chakra.